district receives over 30 appointments. Higher education authority exposes unlisted institutions in Lusaka. Children that live in cerebral palsy inspires with practice of university. Details of this famous person.
Get ready to receive a faithful companion in a book titled The Vessel of Hope. This biblical book is an associate for inmates that will offer them a message of healing, purpose, and restoration. It sparks a light that shines even in the darkest places. The Vessel of Hope can be purchased and distributed by NGOs, churches, individuals, and organizations interested in social rehabilitation and prisoners' well-being. Order your copy today at 100 kwacha for a single copy and 700 kwacha for a set of 10 copies. Get in touch with our distributor Deni Chileka on 0977 473815 or 0966 473815. Remember, your purchase of the Vessel of Hope can be an inmate's turning point. Get ready to receive a faithful companion in a book titled The Vessel of Hope. This biblical book is an associate for inmates that will offer them a message of healing, purpose, and restoration. It sparks a light that shines even in the darkest places. The Vessel of Hope can be purchased and distributed by NGOs, churches,
Thank you so much for joining us. Zambia is mourning the death of its 60th Republic president, who has died at the age of 67. His daughter Gisela confirmed, stating that the former president passed away this morning in 2025 at Medical Hospital, Victoria, South Africa, where he had been receiving special care. Said that President of the Republic of Zambia from January 6, 2015 and August 24, 2021 as a national cabinet those former head of state government and Pakistan was expected to issue an official statement and provide details in the arrangements.
Fellow Zambians, it is with profound sorrow that we announce the passing of His Excellency Dr. Edgar Chagwa, 6th President of the Republic of Zambia, who departed this morning at 06 hours at Medifarm Clinic, a center in South Africa. My father, President Lungu, had been under medical supervision in recent weeks. His condition was managed with dignity and privacy, with support from all well-wishers. In this moment of grief, we invoke the spirit of one Zambia, one nation. The timeless creed that guided President Lungu's service to our country. In time, the nation will be involved to be informed of other arrangements. Thank you. God bless you. Fellow Zambians, it is with profound sorrow that we announce the passing of His Excellency Dr. Edgar Chagwa, 6th President of the Republic of Zambia, who departed this morning at 06 hours at Medifarm Clinic, a center in South Africa. My father, President Lungu, had been under medical supervision in recent weeks. His condition was managed with dignity and privacy, with support from all well-wishers. In this moment of grief, we invoke the spirit of one Zambia, one nation. The timeless creed that guided President Lungu's service to our country. In time, the nation will be involved to be informed of other arrangements. Thank you. God bless you. Fellow Zambians, it is with profound sorrow that we announce the passing of His Excellency Dr. Edgar Chagwa, 6th President of the Republic of Zambia, who departed this morning at 06 hours at Medifarm Clinic, a center in South Africa.
Tasila Lungu Mwasa, the Chama Member of Parliament, confirming the death of her father, the former President of the Republic of Zambia. Government is yet to issue details of how the funeral will go. Now, in other news, the Zambian government has approved a revised environmental policy aimed at ending plastic pollution. Green Economy and Environment Minister Mike Mposha says the new policy demonstrates Zambia's growing commitment to environmental protection and sustainable development. Speaking when he officiated at this year's World Environmental Day at Nkoloma Stadium in Lusaka, Mr. Mposha disclosed that the Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, of the United Nations donated 40 waste bins to the ministry, valued at over 68,000 kwacha. Mr. Mposha said the donation supports government's efforts to build long-term planetary resilience through sustainable economic principles. He also underscored the importance of international cooperation in enforcing global environmental agreements. Meanwhile, FAO country representative Suzy Pesi Filipini noted that more than 12 million tons of plastic are used globally in plant and animal production. She described the donation as a meaningful contribution to Zambia's efforts to manage plastic waste. Zambia joined the rest of the world in marking World Environmental Day under the theme Ending Plastic Pollution.
Ending plastic pollution is critical to a country like ours, where the amount of plastics are choking our communities. Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, the new Dawn government, under the able leadership of His Excellency President Hakainde Hichilema, has put in place the following measures to address plastic pollution. One, strengthening of policy and legal frameworks to support sustainable consumption and production practices, which include circular economy, have been prioritized in the revised 2025 National Policy on Environment and the country's Green Growth Strategy of 2024. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the problem of plastic pollution is a global challenge. Currently, the world produces more than 430 million tons of plastic annually, 2/3 of which are short-lived products that soon become waste. The plastic pollution has seeped into every corner of the world, leaching into the water we drink, into the food we eat, and our bodies, further exacerbating environmental and health impacts. Here in Zambia, plastic is among the major common sources of waste, accounting for 14% of the solid waste generated in the country.
Allow me to acknowledge and commend the government of Zambia for putting in place policy measures such as statutory instruments number 65 on extended production responsibility in accordance with the provision of the Environmental Management Act number 12 of 2011, aimed at managing packaging materials such as plastics and their resultant waste to promote sound environmental management. And the Solid Waste Regulation and Management Act number 20 of 2018 to enhance solid waste management and service provision to promote public health and safeguard.
Meanwhile, Lusaka Mayor Chilando Chitangala has called for behavioral change and greater responsibility in waste management if the city is to effectively tackle plastic pollution. Speaking during another World Environment Day commemoration in Lusaka, the mayor emphasized the importance of adopting sustainable practices such as waste separation and proper disposal methods. Ms. Chitangala highlighted the need to embrace the principles of a circular economy and the 3 R's, namely reduce, reuse, and recycle, as critical tools in the fight against environmental degradation. She has further called for collective action, urging residents, private sector players, and civic organizations to form partnerships aimed at building a cleaner, greener, and healthier Lusaka.
We see a very filthy city full of plastics in drainage. Is that what we want to continue saying? No, because this comes with a lot of challenges, a lot of issues, including disease. I don't think we want a city where we are always grappling with disease like cholera. As most of you may agree with me, the issue of plastic pollution in our city is a nuisance, a very big nuisance, where most of the people that live in the city don't want to subscribe to waste collection. And in the middle of the night, what do? They go and dump in the drainages like we saw. I think that is not nice, isn't it? So you are the ambassadors. Each and every person that is here is a what? An ambassador to end plastic pollution. As you may be aware and agree with me, the issue of plastic pollution in our city is a nuisance and highly induced by humans. Indiscrimination of disposal of this solid waste in most of our communities continue to pose as one of the biggest challenges in Lusaka, with plastic waste accounting for most of the waste that is not properly disposed of.
You are watching Hope News. Let's take our first break. We have more stories on the other side. Just stay with us.
Time is power. Our lives are powered by the sun. As the sun rises, so do we. It's time to power your life and say goodbye to blackouts with a new Topstar solar solution, the H50 hybrid system. Enjoy a safe and reliable solar solution at home or your business with the Topstar hybrid inverter, lithium battery, and 550-watt solar panels. Experience a peace of mind with reduced electricity bills, long warranty of up to 5 years with free installation. For more information, call or WhatsApp now on 0779 04 2000, 0779 04 2000, or visit our Facebook page at Topstar. Also, pay us a visit at our head office next to Arcade Shopping Mall. Topstar Solar. Power your life.
Thank you so much for still staying as we continue the news. Government has handed over 31 community projects in Yimba district of Eastern Province under the 2024 Constituency Development Fund (CDF). The projects, valued at over 9.8 million kwacha, include infrastructure developments and community empowerment grants benefiting 106 women and youth groups. Speaking at handover ceremony at Kauzorwe Rural Health Center, Eastern Province Permanent Secretary Paul Tole reaffirmed government's commitment to rural development through increased CDF allocation. He said the newly constructed Kauzorwe Health Center will ease pressure on existing facilities and reduce the distances residents travel to access medical care. Mr. Tole also urged the public to safeguard the completed projects for the benefit of future generation. Meanwhile, Nyimba Member of Parliament Menyani Zulu expressed concern over non-performing contractors from outside the district who abandoned projects. He, however, praised local contractors for exceeding expectations and called on government to prioritize them in future project awards. And Nyimba Town Council Chairperson Gabson Tembo commended council staff for their role in successfully implementing CDF projects.
The Constituency Development Fund (CDF) has continued to prove to the people of Nyimba district that it's a game changer. Nyimba Town Council on Wednesday, 4th June 2025, handed over project worth 9,800,032,898 kwacha 16 ngwem. Eastern Province Permanent Secretary Paul Benjamin Torre was the guest of honor to this event. Speaking during the same event, Nyimba Constituency Area Member of Parliament Menyani Zulu has assured the people of Kazore that the government through CDF will construct 2 houses at the health facility. And the Nyimba Town Council Chairperson Gadson Tembo thanked the council officers for implementing different projects in Nyimba district.
Along with several other community projects implemented through the 2024 Constituency Development Fund here in Nyimba district. This milestone is a direct reflection of the new Dawn government's dedication to decentralization and community-driven development. Through the increased allocation and efficient management of the Constituency Development Fund, the construction of this OPD, the facility will help decongest existing health structures, improve service delivery, and reduce the long distances our people previously had to travel to seek medical attention.
Azimayi nazibambo ichi chemwenzolira kuti boma ikupeni tisenga kwa president HH akainde chilema eti pandalama through the Constituency Development Fund. So chumusenga mwa chisungira ichi mwa chikatenyi bwiro ni ndola yanu yaini isungeni bwino sati muitae osati muiwononge. From today I can promise you that boma mkuwama kwake yachipa soti ndalama in the next 4 months kuganiza kuti mang'anda nishiasira chino uno mwezi ofunika yambiwa mangi waini tumanga 1 by 2. PS, I want to be very honest with you. This project you see has been done by our local contractors. The contractors you are having coming from, sorry PS to say, from where you're coming from Chipata. And those who are coming from Lusaka, neither from Petauke. They have been let down. The other thing, I want also to commend my staff. Nifuna kuti ni simikizire mamembala y'abantu anyanchito baku council, baku infrastructure, na baku health. Posebenzera bwino pamozi nkulikirako na baku education. Pesebenza bwino ngako kuchita supervise ma project ya.
Emmanuel Mwanza John reporting for Hope TV News in Nyimba district of Eastern Province.
Thanks a lot, Emmanuel Mwanza, for that report. Now, a human rights activist, Wesley Nyanga, has called on both the church and the government to extend support to vulnerable groups, including sex workers, by creating opportunities for decent employment. Mr. Nyanga urged the church to offer spiritual guidance and compassion, encouraging efforts to help these individuals find hope and inclusion within the community. He also emphasized the importance of economic empowerment through skills training and entrepreneurship programs, particularly targeting marginalized women and youth. Mr. Nyanga believes that combined spiritual and economic support can help uplift vulnerable populations and promote positive social change.
One kind of people that have been neglected in societies. As churches or church leaders, we sit down, we plan whatever we are planning for the church. We do whatever we do as families. We enjoy whatever we get from decently earned incomes. As government leaders, our national leaders, we sit down to actually put up a budget looking at the needs of people in Zambia. We do all the programs that we should benefit the citizens, such as CDF, recruitment that have actually taken shape, taken the lead in most of these public institutions such as ZNS, Zambia Police, ZAF, and many others. Do we have in mind that there's a group of people that is supposed to be part of this community? These are sex workers that we have neglected for a long time. They've not found themselves in this predicament by choice. They are there in this situation because of circumstances beyond their control. They have family to look after. They have children to take to school. They are normal human beings who do not have where to start from. They have no resources. Some of them are even educated. They can be employed, even as civil servants. When we talk about all these recruitments, let's have them in mind, because at the end of the day, these can still be turned into useful citizens. Once they are brought closer, once they are actually involved into all these, we are going to actually have them as useful people. As things stand now, some of them have conditions. It is court season, but they are busy. The only business that they can do, which can easily put food on their table, is to sell their bodies, to expose themselves, even in the court season. When we talk about charitable programs, where we are talking about Dorcas mothers, we are talking about AMO, we are talking about youths, we can draw up a program which can even bring these people closer to their God. And that's the only way we can win their hearts. We can refine our message and ensure that we reach out without segregating. You know, Jesus Christ used not to segregate. You know, the problem we have as a church is like each time you see somebody interacting with such people, you count them to be part of that kind of, useless society. No, we have to be free to interact with them because they are part and parcel of the community. They are God's own creation. They need the message. They need the help that we can offer.
Now, the Higher Education Authority, HEA, has warned the public against enrolling in 4 institutions found to be operating illegally in Zambia: Chankanondo University and Yesbard University, both based in Lusaka, along with Oasis Medical University College and ZITS College in Kabirimposhi, have been named as unregistered institutions offering higher education without approval. In a statement issued to Hot News by HEA Corporate Communications Officer Bibo Musova, inspections carried out across Lusaka, Central and Copperbelt provinces revealed that the named institutions are operating in violation of the Higher Education Act of 2013. Mr. Musova said running an unregistered institution is a serious offense punishable by a fine of up to 1 million penalty units, imprisonment of up to 3 years or both. He has since urged members of the public not to enroll in any unregistered college, as qualifications obtained from such institutions will not be recognized for employment or further education in Zambia. The authority has reaffirmed its commitment to upholding the quality and legality of higher education in the country. warning that institutions found to be operating outside the law will face strict enforcement actions.
The Higher Education Authority is warning the general public against enrolling in Chankanondo University, Oasis Medical University College, Yesbad University, and Zidis College, as these institutions are operating illegally in Zambia and are not registered under the Higher Education Act 2013. Through its inspectorate unit, HEA recently conducted surveillance inspections in Lusaka, Central, and Copper Belt provinces and found that the named institutions are offering higher education services without registration, in contravention of Part 4, Section 15.1 of the Act, which clearly states that a person shall not operate a private higher education institution unless the private higher education institution is registered under this Act. Operating outside of this legal framework is a serious offense. In accordance with Section 15.2 of the Act, violators are liable upon conviction to a fine not exceeding 1 million penalty units or to imprisonment for a period not exceeding 3 years, or to both. The illegally operating institutions and their locations are as follows. 1. Chankanondo University, Lusaka District, Lusaka Province. Oasis Medical University College, Kapirimposhi District, Central Province. Yesbad University, Lusaka District, Lusaka Province. Zidis College, Kapirimposhi District, Central Province.
We take our final set of commercials to return to delve into some relevant matters and
Time is power. Our lives are powered by the sun. As the sun rises, so do we. It's time to power your life and say goodbye to blackouts with a new Topstar solar solution, the H50 hybrid system. Enjoy a safe and reliable solar solution at home or your business with the Topstar hybrid inverter, lithium battery, and 550-watt solar panels. Experience a peace of mind with reduced electricity bills, long warranty of up to 5 years with free installation. For more information, call or WhatsApp now on 0779 04 2000, 0779 04 2000, or visit our Facebook page at Topstar. Also, pay us a visit at our head office next to Arcade Shopping Mall. Topstar Solar. Power your life.
Thank you so much for still staying with us, and now for the rest of the news. A member of Delere Main Seventh-day Adventist Church in Lusaka is inspiring many with his unwavering generosity despite facing personal health challenges. Isaac Chiwe, 23 years of age, who lives with cerebral palsy, has remained a committed contributor to the church's ongoing project. Chiwe is part of the October monthly group and has so far contributed 42 kwacha towards the upcoming church building promotion set for June 7, 2025. His dedication has not gone unnoticed, and church leaders are calling on other members to emulate Isaac's spirit of giving and determination. Isaac says he is grateful to God for giving him the strength to support a cause he believes in, a project that aims to provide a permanent place of worship and community for church members.
Isaac Chiwe, a dedicated member of the October monthly group, is determined not to be left out in the church bridging project. Despite facing personal challenges, Isaac always finds a way to contribute to the church's building project every month.
I like to build in Germany for when I go to Merci Lombo for building so much for me. Thank you. Thank you very much for opportunity you give us.
So far, he has generously contributed 42 kwacha towards the upcoming promotion scheduled for 7th June 2025. The church is urging other congregants to emulate Isaac's determination and spirit of giving.
This boy Bantu Bamulungu Chibwe, he is a committed member of October babies. Ama nikonka kunyumba just to bring whatever he has. So far, like today, he followed me to church. He followed me at home. Apeza siniriko, bamuza tova mami bainda ku Dokas. He followed me to Dokas Bantu Bamulungu. Just to bring a 4 kwacha because he knows that akalipira 4 kwacha lelo, mailo akalipira 2 kwacha, it won't be a 4 kwacha. So far she was given me 19 kwacha. Yoni konka, not that I collect it at church. No, he follows me. Bantu Bamulungu, this is a very good example. If Chiwe can put building at heart, what of us? Bantu Bamulungu, bamene tuli with the able bodies. We are not taking trouble to contribute towards building. But look at Chiwe. He follows me even if we meet at the market. Ngatalina tu kwacha ama chosa Chiwe anipasa. Let's imitate Chiwe Bantu Bamulungu. We can go a long way.
Isaac says he thanks God for giving him the strength to support this noble cause. Azo Mwanamomba reporting for the Communication Department.
Inspirational information coming out of Tendere. And finally, in our news, pupils from Riverside Secondary School recently visited Monze Mission Hospital where they donated assorted items to patients and staff in a show of compassion and community spirit. The visit was aimed at offering encouragement and support to those in need, with the pupils spending time praying with the patients, sharing uplifting music, and spreading messages of hope. The school says the initiative was meant to demonstrate that young people can play a meaningful role in their communities, regardless of age. Some pupils expressed gratitude for the opportunity to give back, saying they were proud to make a difference while staying in school. Monze Mission Hospital, which serves the local population with essential health care services, welcomed the support, noting the positive emotional impact such gestures have on patients and staff alike.
The importance of charity service is it helps each and every person develop. You don't have to be rich or wealthy to help someone in need. All you need to have is a heart to help somebody else. So today, we are going to help other people in the hospital. We are going to help them with some clothes and certain materials that they can be using. This is very important because we are doing this as children. We are not going as adults. We are going as children. And I think it's very good for us children to start at this age because it's going to help us develop and grow in a way that even as we grow up, we are able to share with other people.
We just thank God for all of this because for us to care about other people, we also need care. And I believe that everyone can be helped in this world.
Me and my class putting some fun in our class teacher managed to buy something that are going to donate to the needy. So you don't really have to be young or old to donate to the needy. It doesn't matter your age. So this trip is important because it's going to help us as young people to lend out a hand to those that don't have.
I think this trip is important because it helps show that you don't have to have lots of money to help people around you. All you need is to have a little bit of love and compassion in your heart. You don't need to have money or to be very rich to make a big impact. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. You can always make a difference around you.
Even then, you love me all the same.
As we end the news, let's recap on stories that were headlines. Former Republican President Edgar Chagwa has died at the age of 67. Cabinet has endorsed policy shifts to tackle plastic waste as the country commemorated World Environment Day. Nimba District has received over 30 completed projects, all funded by the Constituency Development Funds (CDF). The Higher Education Authority has exposed and registered institutions in Osaka and Kakuoshi in Central Province. And their church member living with cerebral palsy has inspired many with his acts of generosity towards contributions to the church. So much for joining us. I'm Bright Sinkosi alongside George Kalima. On behalf of the entire studio and production team, from all of us, it's God bless and keep watching. Bye.